What's going on, baseball fans? So before this season started, I said the Rays were not going to make the playoffs, and yeah, I was kind of wrong about that. So in this video today, I'm going to eat my own words, and I'm going to tell you why I was wrong about the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. The first thing I was wrong about with the Rays this year was the offense. With guys like Tommy Pham and Travis d'Arnaud going elsewhere this past offseason, I thought the Rays offense would take a step back. Well, it's actually been the opposite, as the offense has been, well, better. In terms of wins above replacement, the Rays' 2019 offense ranked 13th, while this year so far, they rank 9th. The Rays have also scored more runs this season so far than they had at the same point of last season. This is thanks to a few guys, such as Brandon Lowe, who's having an MVP caliber season with 12 homers and a 920 OPS, and Willy Adames, who's hitting .282 with an 867 OPS. Where the Rays succeed, though, is getting extra base hits, shown by their team ISO percentage of 194 that currently ranks 5th in the majors. Besides Lowe and Adames, guys that are getting these extra base hits are Hunter Renfroe and Yoshitomo Sasugo. Another way the Rays are getting offense is on the bases, where they currently rank 6th in stolen bases and 12th in runs created through base running. This is thanks in large part to, once again, Brandon Lowe, but also Manuel Margot, who the Rays traded for this past offseason. He's not breaking down any walls by any means, as he's hitting .281 with a homer and 9 RBIs, but he leads the team in stolen bases and has a respectable on-base of .344. He's simply playing to his strengths and getting the job done. And in all honesty, that's kind of what the Rays offense has been like this season, getting the job done. And you know what? I underestimated that. Another aspect of this team that I underestimated was the defense, where they have been very good this year compared to 2019. In 2019, the Rays weren't that great in the field, ranking 19th in UZR and 17th overall. However, in 2020, they ranked 5th in UZR and 6th overall in defense. This is thanks mainly to the longtime Tampa Bay Ray Kevin Kiermaier, who leads the team in both defensive runs saved and UZR. They can also thank another guy, someone I mentioned earlier actually, Manuel Margot, who not only has provided value on the bases, but value on defense in the outfield as well. A lot of other guys have stepped up for the Rays this year in the field, and it's paying off big time. This is the only part of the video in which I will say that I was a little bit right. In 2019, the Rays had some fantastic starting pitching, in which they ranked 1st in FIP and 2nd in both strikeouts and walks per 9. This was thanks in large part to their big three, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, and Charlie Morton. All three in 2019 had at least 11 strikeouts per 9, and each had FIPs no higher than 3.32, which is excellent. However, I did wonder about a few things, mainly if they could carry that success over to 2020, and in 2020 so far, the Rays starting pitching ranks 18th in wins above replacement on Fangraphs. Glasnow and Snell dealt with injuries last year, while Morton wasn't getting any younger this season while coming off a career high in innings in 2019. In 2020 so far, while Snell has been solid for the most part with a 4-1 record and a 3.23 ERA, his FIP sits more than a full run higher at 4.39. Glasnow has been striking out a ton of batters, but he's giving up more home runs this year, and he's allowing more hits to fall into play. And Morton has been inconsistent, missing a few weeks due to a shoulder problem. They've also had a ton of injuries to other starters as well, including Ryan Yarbrough, Chaz Rowe, and Brandon McKay. However, where I underestimated the Rays once again is their ability to do patchwork on the fly, as they've used many different guys to start games, such as John Curtis, Aaron Segers, Josh Fleming, and Trevor Richards. Like the offense, the starting pitching has simply found a way to get the job done, which leads me to another aspect of this team that I underrated. While the bullpen has had their fair share of injuries to Nick Anderson and Jalen Beeks, it has been a huge part of this team, and I underestimated it due to the fact that one of their best relievers from last season, Emilio Pagan, was traded to the Padres this past offseason. However, where I went wrong again was underestimating the depth of the arms that they possessed. They've had 10 different pitchers save games this year, and they're 8th in the league in relief appearances. Many guys have stepped up for the Rays bullpen, including the previously mentioned John Curtis, who has a 1.10 ERA and a 2.11 FIP, Peter Fairbanks, who has a 3.06 FIP and almost 13 strikeouts per 9. Aaron Loop has a 3.10 ERA. Diego Castillo has a 2.04 ERA. And Ryan Thompson has the second most innings out of the bullpen. Overall, the Rays bullpen ranks second in wins, only behind the Dodgers, and they lead the league in saves, which is remarkable considering they don't even have their closer, Nick Anderson. In the end, the bullpen is also doing what the offense and starting pitching are doing, and that's simply getting the job done. So that is why I was wrong about the Tampa Bay Rays. Give me your thoughts down below. Give me some other reasons that I might have left out. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.